these are dark times. There's no denying. Our world has perhaps faced no greater threat than it does today. But I say this to our citizenry. I, ever your servant, will continue to defend your liberty and repel the forces that seek to take it from you. If you guys are wondering, yes, those are the opening lines from Harry Potter and the Deathly Hallows Part 1, which is underrated in my opinion. There is a reason why I opened with this speech. Now, brace yourselves, ladies and gentlemen, because what you're about to see is rather graphic and disturbing. Viewer discretion will be advised. Ladies and gentlemen, it is here. Yes, your eyes do not deceive you. That is snow. As of November 12th, in the year of our Lord, 2019, that is the first snowfall that's actually stuck of this year. Oh, yeah, of this fall, winter type time of year, I suppose. With that said, two things come to mind. The first is perhaps that maybe the owner of Rita's was onto something when he decided now would be a good time to close for the season, which, good time, I gotta say. I actually know the owner of Rita's, that's why I bring it up. And also, Rita's is going to be opening in March, which, by my counts, should make it around day 790, roughly. Somewhere in that neighborhood. Somewhere in the neighborhood, like 788, 789, 790. So, 789. Anyway, or was I? Yeah. So, yeah. My point is it's going to be a very long winter. And it's going to be cold. It's going to be brutal. But, yeah. That being said, though, I'm looking at the quote I just said right now, and any Harry Potter fan is going to realize that I actually used the wrong pronoun. See, they say we, ever your servants, and I said I, ever your servant. I mean, well, I'm only one guy. I mean, I'm a one-man show. What do you want me to do? I mean, I would like to have multiple people. That's actually one thing I always wanted to do. I always want to have like a round table, guest star type thing going on. Maybe someday I'll get to that. But until then, it's just little old me. And so, it's going to be a long winter. It is. I'm not looking forward to it at all. But, it'll be spring before you know. I mean, again, it's going to be Christmas before we know it. I mean, we have about 38 days until Christmas, I think. And, it'll be, there's plenty of stuff to look forward to. I mean, don't misunderstand me. It's sad that there's snow out there. It is. I'm going to have to plan my day out much more carefully now to count on the fact that I'm not going to be able to drive as fast or quickly because of how snowy it is. Or that there's snow on, the roads couldn't be, the roads are bad, potentially. But, it is what it is. Am I sad? Absolutely. But, what can you do? And by the way, I know a lot of you are really astute. It didn't occur to me until after I finished uploading the video on YouTube that I didn't make a pick at all yesterday. Not a one. I mean, if you look on my Facebook, I actually I ended up picking the 49ers to win, but as it turns out, you know what? I was wrong about practically every other game this weekend. Why not be wrong about this? Again, it's going to be a long winter. Not looking forward to it at all. But, it won't be, it shouldn't be. Again, it's probably so, and you know what? It's times like this I think about, and I'll bring this up in a few days when I do the State of My Being address. Well, I say days, it's actually more like weeks. And believe it or not, it's actually something I learned from reading One Piece of all things. Yes, there are going to be times that are pretty bad. Or, sad, or just bring about all sorts of negative feelings that are not very, pleasant or worth thinking about. However, while that's bad in the moment, you can also take the time to think of what else in your life you do have that you have to look forward to. For some people, it's just simply having a family. I just became an uncle to twins, so I definitely have family, going for me in that regard. Friends, we have plenty of friends. Plenty of you guys watch this, so yeah, it's pretty cool. Again, you have events coming up that a lot of people are looking forward to. Do I even need to tell you that Frozen 2 is coming out next week? I know, I'm not even joking either, I really am. You know what? I'm just going to look up the score on if Rotten Tomatoes actually has a score for Frozen 2. Hold on a moment. See, it's loading. Wait for it. Yeah, this should not be taking as long as it is. Here we go. Okay, Ford versus Ferrari is 92%. That's pretty cool. Frozen 2. There is no score yet. That worries me. It worries me because when the first Frozen movie came out, I think it was actually a month almost before Frozen came out, the original one, it had a 95. And that was a month before it came out. Around this time of year, actually. Give or take a few weeks. Here, there's no score yet. I could potentially click on the, no consensus yet. There aren't even any reviews. I'm a little worried now. I'm sure it's going to be good. Should it reach the heights of the first one? I'm not expecting it to. But, man, I am looking forward to that so much. So, yeah. Again, sorry I didn't really make a pick yesterday. Just in trying to do a good job of, making sure I was very respectful to the veterans, I just got caught up in not remembering to make a pick, which I'm very sorry. But again, I did take the time to thank our veterans for their service to our country. The sacrifices and loss and all that. Thank you. And I'm going to take the time to thank a veteran no matter what, especially if I find them in person. But again, if you see a veteran, thank them for your service and for our country. Yeah, it's something that we never really take the time to think about, but again, we live in, there's no world peace or anything, but, it's definitely better than what it would be if, no one laid down their lives on the line for us. Excuse me. Let's see. Well, yesterday I did actually go to the hospital again to see my nephews. They're doing good. They were being very quiet. Very again. I live all the way in Elmira, and considering that again we have the weather that we just got, I couldn't stay long. So, I did get to see them. They're doing well. Again, I don't want to give, too much away. Although, that actually does remind me, I probably shouldn't, actually, did I say the story? Oh, anyway. The day that they were born, it's myself, my father, my mother, and her mother, the mother's mother, in the family waiting room area. One of the nurses walked in, and she actually revealed the names of one of the boys to us. So, yeah. Although, here's the thing. I guess I could sort of give another hint. It's a sort of name where if you hear the name, you're going to think it's spelled one way, when in actuality it's spelled another way. So, I'll let you guys have at it. So, yeah. They're doing fine. They didn't want to, they were asleep. They were nice and calm. And, again, I could go, anyone could go on and on about, this one looks like the mother, this one looks like the father, this one has the mother's nose, this one has the father's eyes, anyone could get into that sort of conversation all over the place. Everybody does. That's just pretty much what we all do at this point. But again, it doesn't matter to me. They're beautiful, and, they're a little, I don't think they're capable of quite yet, well, I'm sure they're capable of smiling, but, they seem happy, they seem content, and, yeah. So, I guess in that regard, my nephews get to see their first snowfall. That's pretty cool. So, they've had their first Veterans Day. They've had their first snowfall. Don't really know what else is going to happen tomorrow. Well, actually, the mother's birthday is November 23rd, so they'll celebrate their first mother's birthday. And, yeah. Sometimes it does remind me what would happen if, I ever have children of my own. And, because, eventually they're going to be old enough to think, it's Father's Day or, Father's birthday, what should we get him? Well, my rule of thumb is going to be this. For the first couple
years, just the fact that they exist will be enough of a present for me. Because, you can't really be a father on Father's Day if you're not an actual father. So, there's that. And, I can't really, because, for the first couple of years, you're not going to have any motor skills at all. Why would I expect them to be able to make me anything? Just being around, being existent, that would do it for me. Hopefully my brother will take that advice to heart and, follow in that logic. So, here's the hoping for that, I guess. As well as, hoping that, they're doing well right now. Again, the parents have been through a lot. I'm not going to exasperate it any further than, I have to. So, I'm just going to look up one last thing. I know it's not quite yet been 2 weeks, but sometimes, no. Still no One Piece manga chapter yet. Looks like we're going to have to wait until Friday this week, which, hey, you know what? That's another thing to look forward to. One Piece manga chapters. Although, as of right now, and you know what? That's another game I'm waiting on, who's going to make it to 1,000 first? Me making videos every day or, One Piece reaching 1,000 chapters of manga? Who knows? At this time, One Piece is going to make it first. Unless there's a whole slew of breaks between now and then. Because by my count, it's going to be
late September of next year when I make it to day 1,000. And even though we've had a couple breaks since then, it's actually going to be more like August or September or actually mid-August. As of right now, it's going to be like mid-August of next year when they reach 1,000. So it's going to be pretty close. Although that would be a very interesting state of my being address. If we both hit 1,000 at the same time. I'll have to just wait and see. Should be fun though. And I can't wait. And you know what? There is going to be a state of my being address between now and when Rita's opens again. Yeah. Again, it's going to be like, seriously, after Rita's opens next year, it's going to be like a week and a half, and then another state of my being address. Again, I don't know the math yet, but, it's not difficult math to do, so, yeah. Of course, I talk about math on a day where students are going back to school. I'm not surprised that people are getting ready for school right now. It's actually almost 20 of 7 right now, so, yeah. Then again, they probably have a 2-hour delay. Yeah, see, maybe snowfall isn't really that bad after all. I'm not going to like this winter at all. Like, favorite, share, hit that subscribe button, turn on the social media platform. Follow me on the social media platforms, turn on the notification on YouTube. I am very humbled to make this video for all of you guys watching here today. I hope you all have a wonderful, wonderful Tuesday. And remember, if you guys want to talk or chat, I'm always going to be here to lend an ear. And I'll always have your back. Take care and make good choices. See ya.